Yo, I'm live. We're live right now. So, you guys, I'm just gonna wait for some people to come in. But it's exactly as the title says. Put the excuses for not going to the gym or working out in the chat. We're gonna go and completely debunk this from A to Z. So, guys, put the excuses for not going to the gym or working out in the chat. All right. So today it's gonna be a day where you guys tell me why y'all not going to the gym. Y'all tell me why y'all don't want to work out. And I know there's variables. There's external reasons. And I'm not here to be completely unempathetic. But guys, let's be real here. Most of your excuses why are not valid, and you know it. Deep down, you know it. All right. So put the excuses for not working out and going to the gym in the chat. So I'm gonna start with one excuse that I wanna debunk and just go through is the excuse that they don't want to go to the gym because they don't want to be too beef. All right. I think that's one of the excuses that makes me the most mad, that aggravates me, because I know it's just not true. It's not true. The fact that people actually think that you've never worked out a day in your life. Yo, I thought he's gonna hit it too. What was I saying? Okay, so people who've never been to the gym in their life think that they will be too beef if they work out. My friend, let me tell you this. You're never gonna be too beef. Especially if you're just starting like now, and like your later age, you'll never be too beef. So excuse number one. Let me see if I could write something here. No, can I do something here? Here. No. Okay, never mind then. So basically I wanted to write, oh no, let me give back my camera. I wanted to go over the first excuse. And you know what? We might do a whole series on excuses and how people are using these excuses to not go to the gym. But excuse number one, some people don't want to go to the gym because they're afraid to be too beef. I've heard this actually many times. People tell me, oh man, I don't work out. I don't want to be too beef, you know. That's why I don't work out, which doesn't make sense. For anyone who has that excuse, use that excuse. Please tell me why you think that you can just go into the gym and automatically get more beefer than anyone who's been working out before you. There are people who's been working out for the gym for 10 plus years and they're not too big at all. In fact, they're plateaued. They're trying to beat their plateau. They're working to, get big. It's like people that have been training 10 plus years are not too big. You that just joined the gym 2 seconds ago are not going to be too big. So this first excuse of people saying that the reason why they don't work out is because they don't want to be too big. Come on. Let's go. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jan V? So yeah, like I was saying, the excuse that if I go to the gym, I'm gonna be too beef. Let's be real. You're not gonna be too beef. You're just using that as an excuse because you fear change, you fear hard work, and you don't want to go to the next level. Nor do you think that your fitness is any importance to your life. You place too much value on your face. You place too much value on whatever they call game these days. I think they call it Riz. Whatever. You guys place too much value on these things that are kind of they're relevant, but they're only a piece to your entire life. They're only a piece to what makes you, And even all these things don't make you, but All these things are a piece to what helps your life get to the next level and just elevate. When you work out, you physically feel fit to take care of everything you need to take care of. You know, when you work on your mental, you feel okay to go on. You reply, you reply people in an adequate manner. Like you know how to reply. You know how to go through situations and not make a mess of them. That's your mental. Spiritual. We can do whatever we want in life. But I feel that you really need a spiritual guide. You know, I believe in Jesus. I know not everybody listening here believes in Jesus, but you definitely need a spiritual guide. It's very important. All these things are self-improvement. Hey, what's up? Yeah, what's up, man? So the gym is just one of these things, one of these mantras, whatever you want, one of these, how can I call this? It's just a part of life that is important. You know, I'm not finding the words that I'm looking for, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? Hey, what's up? Yeah, so gym is just one of these things. It's just one important thing, but it's important. It's very important. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know where all of the hunger to get stronger went in men. You know, I think when we see the violence in the streets and we see I am talking about the excuses that people use to not work out or go to the gym. If you could please put it in the chat, throw an excuse, and I'm out, whatever it is, to debunk it, or if you can debunk it for me, we could just chop it up so we can understand why men are not working out or going to the gym. Because I'm not just seeing 2-3 men, like basically everyone, no one works out. It's a strange thing, like it's a 1% thing. I didn't think it was, honestly. I'm not the type of guy to think that just because you work out, you're some type of like, you know, 1%, none of that. But I realized, looking at the statistics, looking at my, just looking at my friend group, for every 100 guy, there's 5 guys who work out. Yes, exactly. That's a very, honestly, that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Guys, remember, like and subscribe for more content like this. This is fitness motivation. We're out here, and just join the army. Join the army of men. Honestly, it's not even about subscribing to me. Let's subscribe to an army of men who are going to change this world. An army of men who are gonna just change the narrative. All right? This is what we are here. This is what we do here. We are an army of men who will change the narrative about gym, working out, mental health, and just overall self-improvement. All right? It's not about exactly. Thank you very much. Let me pin this. There we go. Thank you very much. That's well said. Let me read this. It's not about being ripped. It's about health wise. Very, very well. It's not about being ripped. In fact, when you go to the gym, depending on how your body is, you might be someone who gains muscle less, but it's more like bulkish muscle. Like we have different in the gym. People think it's not just ripped people. In the gym, we have different type of body size, different type of body types. You know, I have a friend of mine who's more bulky, more like he has more fat, so his muscle just turned into something different. I'm an ectomorph. I'm really skinny, so my muscle turned to something different. How do you get ripped fast? Honestly, the way to get ripped fast is by cardio. Now, definitely, if you're, let's just say, if you're overweight, okay? If you're overweight, at least 1 hour of cardio per day, 45 minutes of cardio per day. You mix that with nice strength training. You could do full body or you could do push-pull legs. You mix that with good nutrition, counting your calories, counting, in fact, counting your macros, counting everything, you know, in fact, going on MyFitnessPal and downloading it would be the best. And you go from there. And that's how you get ripped. Consistency, at least 4 times a day, pushing yourself, and you're gonna get ripped. It's really that simple. Consistency, cardio, strength training, nutrition, you're ripped. Give yourself 6 months, and we're looking at something. That's all there is to it. When you see the people ripped, when you see people ripped, they worked hard for that. Don't just wish you were that, put in the work. Let me pin this again. You're going crazy right now, bro. Let me pin you. Place the pin. Thank you. Terrified. Thank you so much, Terrified. Again, another nice word by Terrified. When you see people that are ripped, it's the hard work. You know? You see people that are ripped, and you assume they just poof that way. They put in the work, man. Like I said, some of these guys that you say that are too beef, it's because they got 10 plus in them. Give yourself at least 6 months, and you're gonna have a decent body. You know what I mean? That's very well said. Every time you see someone that's strong and they put in the work, nothing happens by magic. Nothing happens just by happening. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the work to see the results, you know? So, well said. I want to get your name right. Terrifier. Nice. I'm a gym, right? I realize my gym a lot. Yeah, thank you, Terrifier. You're going crazy right now, man. I'm sure you're ripped, or at least have a decent body, because just your mindset, your attitude, your mentality is goated right now, bro. Like, you're going crazy right now. You're on someone else's life, motivating other people. Like, what are you doing? Sorry, crossing the street and someone's acting whack. Yeah, so you're going crazy right now. Shouts out to you, man. Shouts out to you. Okay? You're going crazy right now. So yes, as you said. And you know what? Terrifier is going crazy right now. He's someone who's putting in the work. He's a gym rat. When you call yourself a gym rat, it's because you're going hard. Gym rats are going hard in the gym. And then you may look at Terrifier, you may think like, oh my God, he's a gym rat. That's weird. Why does he go to the gym so much? Is he trying to be Arnold Schwarzenegger? No. Few training stuff. Guys, to work out. Yes, I'm on the same mission. Terrifier. Literally on the same mission. I'm here almost every day. Honestly, Terrifier, it's just getting people to go to the gym. That's the first thing. People are not even like going to the gym. I did a survey and I asked a couple people outside in my neighborhood, you know, why, if they don't go to the gym, why do they think so? And they told me all the same thing. It's time. And people are not like, you're a gym rat. You are putting gym literally in your schedule. That's what people are not doing. They're not putting gym in their schedule. You see what I mean? So if you don't put gym in your schedule, how is it supposed to be a priority? Make it make sense. If you don't put gym in your schedule, how is it supposed to be a priority? That's what I don't get. They say, I don't have time, but they don't put it in the schedule. Make it make sense. You know what I mean? Nice. You tell me. Yes, yes, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. And you know, it's as you said before, it's health wise. No one says you're gonna look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. No one said that. But I think especially every man should have a minimum of strength. You can't just be some skinny dude walking in the street, weigh 100 pounds, like, and be like like, you know, some guys like they're 6 foot, they weigh like 130 pounds. How is that possible? Thanks, bro. Yeah, email me for real, and we could work, we can collab, whatever, bro. I love to see men in the same wavelength as me, at the same path as me. Shouts out to you for just going hard. Terrifier, hope to hear from you. So, bruv, again, like I was saying, and I'm gonna end it like this. We already have 15 minutes. I love these, but let me end it like this. All right, guys, just go to the gym or work out. Just go to the gym. It's actually not that serious. A lot of guys are making a fuss saying they don't. You have the time to go to the gym. You have the time. Just put it in your schedule. Most of you guys are professionals. Most of you guys are making good money. You know, it's crazy. I was watching a YouTuber. I'm not gonna name him, but it's crazy how. Yeah, what a YouTuber I was watching. Most of you guys could probably figure out who it is, but people go to his live and they ask for advice about about everything, life, their face, dating, everything. And it's crazy how many I don't get it. Like me, I'm a personal trainer, and I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. Like I'm not like I ain't rich. Like I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, right? But I don't understand how professionals with good amount of money making 100K, you have the funds, you could afford the gym, and you're a professional, so you can probably move some things around to put gym in your schedule. I know you can because you're a professional. Why is it that professionals making 100K? I see it all the time. Professionals making 100K a year, but don't go to the gym. That doesn't make sense to me. Bro, if I am a professional making which that will be me, but they opt. Yes, they do. Oh, it's, you know what? I feel you, Terrifier. And people can be lazy, but you'll be surprised. There are people who actually go hard. You know, I got one of my clients, she's 7 years old. She's going hard. None of my clients. I have also 26-year-old other clients as well. My clients do well, and they're not, yeah, they do well. My clients do well. I can be proud of my clients. They want to make a change, you know? And it's not like they're not even any close to closing the contract. They actually want to work out. They're willing to continue the contracts I have for them. It's pretty good on my end. It's pretty good on my end, you know? But again, like back to what I was saying. Terrifier. Yo, what's up, Tanner? Terrifier, tell me, how come men that are, like literally, we're seeing professional men, literally professional men making 100K a year, don't go to the gym? If you could explain to me that, I need that. That boggles my mind. I don't care what we talking about here. It boggles my mind because you're a professional. Oh, thank you. You're a professional. You can kind of navigate. Like when you got money, you can start to navigate. Money is not everything. Money's not everything at all. But when you got money, man, you can start navigating. You can start moving. You can start doing stuff. You know? Bruv. But think about it, man. Like, I feel that, and that's not, I can't make excuses, and I won't make excuses, but I feel like if I had money, it'd be easier. In the sense that, like, I just devote my time to a few clients. Like, let's say I win the lottery. I devote my time to few clients, and the gym. Just making sure I am as healthy. If I have money, if I have 100, I've seen these guys with 100K. They make 100K a year, but they don't work out. You make 100K. You maxed out, like maybe you didn't max out the financials, but you're pretty decked out in financial. Like 100K, people think 100K is good money. I've heard people say 100K is like nothing anymore, but no, we're still in a time where, come on, anyone in the chat, if you guys had 100K right now, you'd probably be happy as hell, right? So look, tell me, how can you have 100K and in your bank account, but you can't devote $10 for a box gym to go at least 4 times a week? It doesn't. Do you get racist? Yeah, I do get racist, but you shouldn't pay attention to the racist people. The chat is, honestly, if I see a message that's ridiculous, I literally ignore it. I literally ignore it, guys. I pay it no mind, because if you're gonna be racist in a comment, these same guys are probably little kids. They won't say it in your face, you know? Okay, so what was I? Okay, again, professionals, literal professionals making 100K, but don't want to go to the gym. And then those same professionals will be like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym because I don't want to be too beef. Sir, you want to stay fat? Sir, you want to stay over skinny? Make it make sense, man. You guys have to know. Like tomfoolery when you see it. And don't get influenced by other people, you know? Don't get influenced by other people. If they're not going to the gym, leave them. Don't get influenced. Because in the end of the day, you're going to thank yourself for going to the gym. You're going to thank yourself for working out. Even if you're doing a home workout, I'll give it to you. Because at least you're putting in some work to make some change. You know? Do I prefer you go to the gym? Of course. But I always say, home workout is better than absolutely nothing. You know, Terrifier, I don't know if you could agree. Better than nothing. So, yeah, man. Terrifier, thanks a lot for just all of the wise words that you have said in this live. I'm about to close her up. Sit down up in my apartment so I can close this up. In my final words. All right. Okay. I kind of don't like doing the lives while walking. It's kind of like, can't focus. Found a guy with a McLaren. Yeah. Cool. I hope he goes to the gym. If he has a McLaren but doesn't go to the gym, I'm throwing my phone and I'm letting the car smash it. Because that's absolutely ridiculous, right? So guys, why are people not going to the gym? Why is it such a thing to not go to the gym? Like, I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it. Oh, he goes, oh, see, this is what I'm talking about, Tanner. You met like a 1%. You met like a 0.11%, or because he has a McLaren, that means he has money, and that's what that's what you need to be. Even if you have $1 million in the bank, you need to go to the gym. Even if bro, even if you have all the money in the world, man, you need to go to the gym. It's vital. It's brutal if you don't go to the gym. Because what happens? If you don't go to the gym and you have a bunch of money, what do you become? I don't know if you guys can write in the chat. If you get a bunch of money, yeah, write in chat. If you guys have a bunch of money and you don't go to the gym, what do you become? Starts with a T. I know. If you don't go to the gym, but you're really rich, what do you become? No, it wasn't that. Okay, cool, Tanner. So if you don't go to the gym, but you're super rich, what do you become? Yeah, that was funny, that was funny, Frederick. It's not that, but what do you become? Give you guys like a minute. I'm about to close her up though, because I gotta relax, man. I had a long day of work. If you don't go to the gym and you have a bunch of money, what do you become? I'll let you guys answer. What you become is a target. You become a target. If you don't work on yourself and you just make money, you become a target. People, women specifically, will look at you as a meal ticket because, bruh, you're a target. All right. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Don't become a target. Work on all areas of your life. Mainly fitness, man. That's really important because our bodies are so important. And if we can't maintain our bodies, man, past our 40s, man, we're gonna be in big trouble. You don't wanna have illnesses. You don't wanna have illnesses. You wanna be healthy so you can take care of your family for years to come. Guys, it's very important. So I'll leave you guys with this. I'll be back again to motivate some other people to go to the gym or annoy other people, who knows. So that's all for the video. Love y'all. Peace.